Hello everyone, welcome to another episode on It's Time. On this episode, I'll be talking about the successful greatest African businessman, Dangote. A few episodes ago, I talked about why Nigerians are so successful in Africa. On this episode, I'm doing a deep dive into some of the things or some of the strategies that the successful businessman Dangote has employed in his business over these years. We're going to learn 4 things we can all incorporate in our business to ensure that we become as successful or even more successful than the great businessman Dangote. I would ask you to like this video and subscribe to this channel as we all learn and grow and become great African entrepreneurs. The first Dangote strategy that we all need to learn is understand the industry you're interested in. Understand the industry, not just liking it, but understanding the ups and downs, the ins and outs, and everything that pertains to it. We know that Dangote built his industry from commodities. Now, one thing we usually forget is that Dangote comes from a commodity family. His great-grandfather was a merchant. He himself worked with his uncle, who also worked in commodities. And so he came into commodities trading with a lot of knowledge. He had a background in that. And one of the things that's important for every single entrepreneur is knowledge. We all need to understand in detail the industry we are very excited about and ensure that we don't make some mistakes that we would typically make. So for example, I went into cashew trading some years ago with no knowledge about how to make it work. And we lost a lot of money. And after that experience, I don't think I would ever do that again. The next time I try any industry, I would ensure that I understand quite well the ups and downs, the seasons and off seasons of the business. If there's anything we need to keep in mind as we aspire to build great businesses, we need to first understand in detail what it takes to run a business in this industry that we are passionate about. And so that's the first Dangote strategy. And Dangote has said it many times. He says,
I think the most important one, number one, David, if you are going into any business, you must understand the business A to Z. You must know that business. You shouldn't just go and invest because somebody now will say, okay, hey, there's good money in cement, then you go and jump into cement. You have to understand the business in and out. And that's the difference with me. I know my business in and out. You can wake me up any time and ask me about fertilizer, ask me about anything that we are doing.
Strategy number 2, choose an industry that has great potential, a wide bandwidth, and has inexhaustible potential. Dangote started in commodity trading. He started in basic things like rice, sugar, salt, and cement. All these things Africa needs for a very long time to come. We would forever need food. We would for a very long time be building houses, especially with cement and sand and stones. So this man, by strategy, chose an industry that has very large potential and has inexhaustible opportunity. As we all think about industries to play in, and as we who are relatively new to entrepreneurship think about expansion and growth, it is necessary that we look at the industries we go into. How long or what's the future of this industry? I see that a lot of young people want to follow the tech and things like that, but the principle is still the same. What's the bandwidth of the industry you are excited about? What's the future prospects of this industry? And I think that that's a good strategy to have than just saying, I love this, I'm doing this for passion, I'm doing it for whatever. But let's really think about what's the bandwidth of every industry we're excited about. And that will help us make better choices. The third Dangote strategy is viewing Africa as one market rather than viewing Nigeria as a market. Many Africans, when they start businesses, they think of their country, their small community, or where they come from, their locality. The Dangote business strategy sees Africa as one market. So it's not seeing Africa, it's not seeing Nigeria as its play field where it does its business, but it's thinking, I want my business to go to Nigeria, Togo, Benin, and all across Africa. For us to build profitable, large, long-lasting businesses, we need to see Africa as ours. We don't have to have the mentality that we are only limited by our country. We are not limited by our country. It's our mind that limits the reach of our business. We need to think of our business as far-reaching beyond where we are just located. So I think that one thing that is common amongst Nigerians is fearlessness. And Dangote shows that classic fearlessness of the Nigerian in how he built his business. What can we do differently from what we have done in the past? And how do we build this new Africa, thinking of Africa as one common market? This market has 1.2 billion people. That's enough people to make anybody a world-class business. The fourth and last business strategy of the Dangote Group is being willing to bring other people into your business, other partners, other businesses, expanding its opportunities through partnerships and opening up his business. A lot of we Africans want to build small business, keep it small, not let anybody participate in. The Dangote business is a publicly traded business in Nigeria. Even though it's publicly traded, Dangote personally also holds the largest share in the business. Now, having a business that's on a stock market really brings more accountability and more transparency into the business. However, it also brings in more talent, more interest, and the ability to raise more capital to reach further. For a very, very long time, a lot of our African businesses have remained small because of avoiding external participation. On this episode, I really want us to begin to think, how do we build a new generation of African business with the Dangote strategy as its blueprint? To build that Africa that you want to see, the Africa that has Black, successful billionaires across the continent, we need to begin to inculcate some of these things into the way we do things. I have decided that I am going to take these nuggets as building blocks to building my business. I think you should do the same. If you like this episode, please leave a comment and add a few more things that we could learn from the Dangote strategy. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment as we build a future together. See you in the next episode.